Yeah, man, today we're reacting to another story mode video or explained, depending on if he changed it yet or not. But yeah, this one's for Resident Evil 4, and judging by how it looks and I guess the time it came out, I think this is the original one that I only played like 5 or so minutes of. I think I played it on PlayStation 2, and I stopped playing. Mainly because I can't. There's something about me and aiming with the controller. It's just ever since I've done mouse and keyboard, just like directed more towards that. But yeah, I have played the remake though. I have done not 100% playthrough, but a playthrough of the story mode at least once on my gaming channel, which you can see. I don't remember when I did it, but it's been a while. But yeah, it was fun. I liked it. I don't know how much they changed aside from like certain, obviously the graphic fidelity, but yeah, let's just see what happens in the original one.
I can't read. It's been 6 years since the events of 2 and 3, and Umbrella has gone bankrupt. Oh, I had stock in them, and it seems that the T-virus threat is over. Leon S. Kennedy is working for the US government as a special agent, reporting directly to the president. Anyway, the president's daughter, Ashley Graham, has gone missing.
My assignment is to search for the president's missing daughter. What?
I bet they had an argument over dinner or something, and she's like, I'm running away. Leaves out the front of the White House. I'm not coming back ever again. You'll see. So Leon is sent to a remote village in the middle of Spain to find her. Upon arriving at the outskirts of the village, Leon is called by his operator, Ingrid Hennigan. Ingrid provides Leon with the deets, and he's on his way.
Leon waltzes up to the first house
They really tried to do the Metal Gear Solid interface with that phone conversation right there.
It's Leon with the deets, and he's on his way.
Leon waltzes up to the first house he sees and just barges right in. Inside is a man just minding his own business, and Leon flashes the picture of Ashley. You seen this girl?
I haven't seen her in my life.
Listen here, stranger. Do you know this person?
Attacks you.
The man becomes agitated and grabs an axe, swinging for Leon's head, as you would when someone barges into your house with a gun. Leon shoots him point blank as a commotion outside grabs his attention. Leon hears a truck crash into the police car that dropped him off. A bunch of locals swarm the house as Leon calls Ingrid, who tells him to find Ashley, no matter the measures. Kill as many locals as you want.
You've got to save this one civilian.
Investigating the house, it seems the man is no stranger to murder, as dozens of bodies are piled together. Oh, see, he deserved it.
Well, it's just Spain.
Leon escapes and deals with the locals before finding the bridge out of town has been destroyed. The cop's car has been smashed against the rocks below, and Leon is trapped.
No.
Bill, do you ever think about why we're doing a gaming channel? We both have billions of dollars to manage. You would think this is a bit frivolous.
What are you insinuating, that we're not actually billionaires and this is just some strange persona we've chucked on top of ourselves?
Like and subscribe.
What do you think of my new hair?
Leon makes his way to the village. He spies the officer who traveled with him, and he is hung up on a meat hook in the center of the town, roasting over a fire. It's that Simpsons joke. He seems to be stewing in his own juices. It gives him sexual power. Entering the village.
I'm trying to compare this to the remake, and it, like, for the most part, it does seem to be close to a 1-to-1, but like I said, I don't remember like the super specifics, but yeah,
Leon starts
just
shooting
looks
anything
better.
that moves. The villagers swarm on Leon in a frenzied attack.
Get colonized.
He ducks into that.
Yeah, I wish I would able to enjoy it when I played it originally, but I don't know. It was like something about it was like trying to aim with the right stick or something like that. At the time, I couldn't do it. I think nowadays I'm more tolerant with it. But yeah, back in the day, it was just like, I could not. For some reason, I just could not.
House, and the villagers arm themselves with whatever they can to hunt Leon down.
Oh my.
Just as Leon is about to
the chainsaw like freaked me out too in the remake. It was super gory.
Run by the villagers, the church's bell rings out. The villagers drop everything and move into the church, leaving Leon alone.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
Hennigan advises Leon to leave and directs him to the trail.
Along the way, Leon discovers documents given to the villagers. It identifies him as a target.
Wait, actually, explain that bit?
So they stole Ashley, the president's daughter, and then they're like, someone's gonna try and come and get her. But they've been tracking Leon ever since he arrived in Spain.
Why are the villagers attacking Leon? Don't they have, like, farm work to do and shit?
Moving hay from one spot to another, as all villagers do. Leon dodges traps and ignores all the ominous signs. And finally, he finds the prisoner's location. It isn't Ashley. It's a man named Lewis.
My name is Luis. I play the mandolin.
Lewis doesn't seem to share the villagers' seething rage.
It looks similar too.
As Leon unties Lewis, a hulking bear of a man enters. Chief Mendez.
Ooh.
Oh, I am Chief Mendez. I have the
I
same
like Triple
voice
H.
as Luis.
That's because they're both Spanish. It's an accent. Leon does what he does best and takes a swing at Mendez, who just tosses him away
Yeah,
like a
did
sack of
nothing.
potatoes. Leon just blacks out, because of course he does.
So Leon wakes up and there's a strange robed man spouting
Been
about sharing his
injected.
powers with Leon. The
Yep.
needle injects Leon and it's got an egg in it. A
Yeah.
fucking ostrich egg.
Ugh.
And he awakes with a startle. The robed man is gone. Trapped together, Leon and Lewis have a moment to talk.
Leon shows Ashley's picture. Hey, have you seen this girl?
I never forget a beautiful woman.
Okay, but have you seen her?
I never forget her face. Ah, young senorita. Wait, hold on. How old is Ashley in this?
I don't know, like 16?
I've never seen her before.
Louis states that he overheard the villagers have Ashley at a church somewhere.
I overheard them.
Leon and Louis bond over the fact they were once both cops.
Now I'm just a good-for-nothing guy
Was
who
he?
happens to be quite a ladies' man.
Louis explains he may have seen a sample of the T-virus at a lab back at his old department.
The T-virus? What the fuck? Then suddenly, the man that Leon killed at the beginning of the game bursts in with a war axe, and he takes a swing. The pair
upgraded.
dodge out of the way, and the axe severs their restraints.
He was just helping them.
Oh, that's some bullshit. Then Leon kills the man, and Lewis runs off.
El smello yo laters. So Leon's heading back to the village, and along the way he runs into this mysterious traveling merchant.
What are you
Yep.
buying?
The merchant is willing to upgrade Leon's equipment, and has something that might interest you. Navigating through the canyon, Leon finds
Imagine if you had like the Gamer Subs deal way back then. You could just like insert in the stranger's pockets.
Chief Mendez's house. Mendez is working under someone called Lord Sadler, who wants Leon alive for some reason.
Anyway, then Mendez...
Well, he wants the. Oh, he wants Leon alive, but then the villagers are out there trying to kill him. But
appears and he
Hello, I am Mendez.
notices Leon is infected.
You carry the same blood as us, it seems.
Mendez
I don't think
warns
I'm the
Leon
Medlo or
that
not.
even though they are of the same blood... Wait, what do you mean we're of the same blood?
Because he got injected with the ostrich egg.
Even though we've both had eggs for breakfast, you should stop meddling. Hannigan calls up for a chat and informs Leon that the villagers are part of a cult. Well, no shit. And that the cult is called Los Illuminadores, the Enlightened Ones. Not learning his lesson the first time, Leon goes after Mendez, only to get his ass handed to him again. Oh, you don't get back on that horse. That's
I mean,
what I
he
would
really
say.
wants to do
Look,
his
if you
job.
want secrets to
Commission.
becoming a billionaire, number 1, live. Number 2, laugh. Number 3, I forget the
Laugh.
first one. Doesn't matter.
Laugh again?
Why not? As Leon
Oh,
struggles,
sure.
Mendez is shot in the back by a mysterious woman in a red
Ada.
dress. The woman grapples out of the way as Mendez charged out the window after her. Searching for the church, Leon learns that Lewis stole something extremely valuable from Mendez. So then he
Okay.
goes to the church, but it turns out it's locked. But there is a key, but it's on the other side of the lake.
Of course it is.
Who locks a church with a key? I thought someone's just always supposed to live in the church.
I don't know.
Imagine being on like a secret case, and then someone goes, "Well, the building's locked," and instead of just going with your elbow into the window.
Aren't churches like 70% window anyway?
Yeah.
Leon sucks at his job. As Leon's walking to the lake,
you kind of like suspend your disbelief with these types, because like in at least like the Resident Evil 2, there's like you have these like the club, the heart, the diamond, and the spade keys, even though they're just literally wooden doors, unless if they're like locked with some sort of titanium, vibranium, whatever you call it. But yeah, you just have to like suspend disbelief with these games up to like a point, right? But yeah, I got to give it like this is far better than what I experienced with the Final Fantasy VII remake when I played it. So at least there's that. But yeah, I think when I played these remakes 2, 3, and 4, I just I wasn't scared at all. Like it felt more comical than anything, in my opinion. But I didn't really mind the locking mechanisms so much, but some of the other parts just like I found it way too funny to be serious.
Spies a pair that are out in a boat.
It's a nice pair.
A pair of
This is where you fight the alligator, right?
men, pair of dudes. They're dumping the body of the second officer that Leon traveled with. The water churns as a monstrous salamander
Yeah. Oh, it's a salamander.
gulps down the officer. What does Del Lago mean in Spanish?
It means your wife's not coming back, Bill.
So Leon goes to cross the
Right.
lake and Del Lago attacks. Leon manages to take down that big bad monster and makes his way to the other side. Coughing up blood, Leon collapses over in pain. Leon has a nightmare about the parasite taking over his body before jolting awake 6 hours later.
6
If I was one of the villagers, I would probably just stumble across his body sometime
Yeah.
in the next 6 hours, and then I'd go,
Isn't
with
like
a
the building?
pitchfork. Yeah, it's done. So Leon snakes
So
the
isn't the building like not locked?
key and
He
he
just
then heads
stumbles
back
in.
to the church, but he is ambushed in an arena. The villagers lead out an uncontrollable giant
Oh, I
monster
remember this boss
called
fight in the
El
remake.
Jigen, El Big. Leon battles the big monster and
Because I think this is like because I helped rescue the wolf in the remake, and the wolf came to help me.
destroys the parasite controlling it. Back at the church, Leon uses the key to enter. Inside the secret room, Leon finds Ashley.
I have to get you out of here. Now come with me.
So then Leon calls Halligan, ring ring, for an extraction chopper, and she directs him to the landing zone just outside of the village. But as they leave the church, they are
That's
met by
not gonna be easy.
Osmond Sadler. He's the leader of the Los Illuminados cult.
The master of this fine religious community.
Sadler
Right.
reveals that Ashley, like Leon, has been injected with the parasite. He wants Ashley to return to her father to infect him with the parasite as well.
Then why are they trying to
Ew.
kill them? Why not just let them go?
He also reveals that it's only a matter of time before the parasite takes over and Leon and Ashley become his puppets. The pair
Why just
smash
leave
through
him
the
alone
window
there?
to escape.
Why couldn't they do that to get in? I don't. Anyway.
It's a good fucking point.
So even though Sadler wants Leon and Ashley to survive and get back to America, the villagers rush to apprehend them.
Yeah.
And Leon and Ashley fight to escape. The pair discover that the villagers are also hunting Lewis. Lewis was somehow able to remove the parasite before it took over him. Hunnigan calls
Right.
up to inform Leon that he should sit tight, as the first helicopter has been shot down. But don't worry, there's a second one,
Someone.
and this time we've rocket-proofed it. So Leon and Ashley are escaping, and they get pinned down by two mobs of villagers. So they decide, hey, let's jump in this abandoned house and hole up for a while. The pair barricade the door, and they find Lewis inside just chilling. Lewis and Leon hold back the mob, and eventually it dissipates. They realize they have more important things to do. We've got to move some more hay. So Lewis decides to peace out, and he runs off again.
I forgot something. You guys go on ahead.
Leon and Ashley dodge past a bunch of ambushes, a bunch more traps, and then they come face to face with Chief Mendez.
Ooh.
And, burning him up, they find his true monstrous form.
Hasta luego.
He's a big parasite-looking crab thing. Leon battles Mendez and takes him
remember-
down. Obtain.
I remember in the remake there was a chance that you could just after he transforms you could just like one shot him through like some I think it was like a special ammo or something like that. But yeah, it was like pretty funny if you did that.
His fake eye, which acts as a key.
As a last-ditch effort, the villagers mob Leon and Ashley, and the pair dash for a nearby car. Oh my god, what they do is leave and go to another location. So they go into the castle, and then they raise the bridge, and it blocks the villagers.
Well, I mean, to be fair, the castle was theoretically safer than whatever buildings they entered in the village because the castle was somewhat protected.
But the castle is swarming with Los Illuminados members, and then the cult attacks Leon and Ashley. Leon reaches out to Hunnigan for guidance, but the signal is lost. Oh, no bars.
Great. Just my luck.
So they stumble into Lewis, who says he has a cure for their parasite.
See, like unless he was already there, he got in. He got in just fine.
Okay, immediately tell us what it is. Number one thing, in case you die, or we get lost, whatever. And he realizes he dropped it.
Oh, shit.
Right.
So you just dropped it, right? Are you going to tell me what it is?
Nah. You know what? It's a great surprise. You'll love it. Stay right here. Don't move a single muscle. I'll be right back.
Never returns. So then Leon comes...
Yeah, it's. I've always wondered, like, at least in this depiction, it shows that he doesn't. Obviously, he like helps you fend off the villagers, but it doesn't look like he has much in terms of weaponry, right? So at least you get to play as Ada, so you know like how she's defending herself, what kind of ammo, all the stuff she got. But I don't think that was the case with Luis. But I could be remembering wrong.
Face to face with the owner of the castle, Ramon Salazar. And Ramon...
I think... did I? I think I used that special bullet on this character. Because I remember, like, it was a short character, and I just got him in one shot.
Gives Leon one last chance to hand over Ashley.
My memory's terrible.
But Leon refuses. You can't have her.
No thanks, bro.
Through the castle, Ashley starts coughing up blood. Oh no, she's becoming a woman. She freaks out and dashes off, but is caught.
Oh. Oh, I was not expecting that.
Oh no, she's becoming a woman. She freaks out and dashes off, but is caught in a trap and separated from Leon.
Oh.
So Leon runs around the castle and explores. He finds some files by Lewis, researching the parasite Los Plagos. Los Plagos has the ability to take over people's bodies and minds, sending them into an unstoppable fury and deforming them. It's like Speed, the movie. Another book details the Salazar family and its ties to Los Illuminados. So, the Salazar family have always objected to the Los Illuminados and their crazy plans. And so,
Right.
they sealed the Los Plagos parasite beneath the castle. However, when Ramon Salazar became the lord of the castle, he agreed to work with Los Illuminados and gave them access to the parasite. The reason for this is Salazar shares Los Illuminados' views for cleansing the world using the Los Plagos parasite.
Oh my god, so he's gonna do like a Spanish flu too.
Yeah,
Why does he want to cleanse the world?
because he's really short.
After navigating the sewers and the halls and the hedge mazes of the castle, Leon wanders into being held up at gunpoint. No.
It's Ada. I always feel like with like hedge mages in games, like unless if they actually have stuff that would prevent you from climbing over or just going through it, why like you're supposedly, I mean, not in a rush, but you're trying to escape the place in a fast way. It's just like you just have to just abide by the hedge maze. If it was just me, just take this torch, just burn it. Or no, because that might be bad too. But Leon has at least when I played, Leon had a knife. Could easily just cut. Oh, maybe it's not. Because I wonder how easy it would be just to hop over and go through this, assuming that there's no metal fence in between.
Mazes of the castle. Leon wanders
going off a tangent
into
here.
being held up at gunpoint. No. It's a mysterious woman in a red dress who saved Leon before.
But following a lady's lead just isn't my style.
The two fight, and Leon realizes, oh my god, I wasn't Ada right to be fighting this lady, because she is Ada Wong. She's the Umbrella spy he believed to be dead after Resident Evil 2.
Yeah.
Leon questions Ada if she had been working with Wesker, the bad guy from Resident Evil 1. See how it all ties together?
Have you been working with Wesker?
Yes. Ada admits to their partnership before dropping a flashbang and fleeing. So after being flashbanged and blinded...
Flashbanged sounds like when there's a flash mob, but... Melinda, no! Get out of there!
Get out of the street! They're choreographed! Lewis drops in on Leon again. This time, he has an important sample of Los Plagos for Leon to take. Suddenly, just like a flashbang, a tentacle pierces Lewis from behind and he drops the sample. Sadler stands behind him and he catches the sample, tossing the dying Lewis aside. I don't need this. Leon rushes to save Lewis, who gives Leon a suppressant for the parasite. Here, this won't save you, but it'll stop it from getting worse.
Why don't I remember this in the remake? I feel like this is something I should have remembered.
For a bit.
Can you tell me
I
something
have
about
played
this
it.
fucking parasite?
The mystery, dude.
As he dies, he admits to being a researcher for Sadler, and that Leon must get back the sample Sadler just stole.
Do this for me.
Leon finds Ashley and he frees her. Thank you, Leon, no problem. The pair traverse the castle, solving its many puzzles and death traps. Just as the pair seem to be home free, an insect-human hybrid called the Novitador. And then she swoops it and it snatches Ashley.
Damn it!
I'm sensing a reoccurring theme here.
Leon cashes up to Ashley, who's being held by Salazar, and then he falls into a trap. Good job, Leon. Leon saves himself through quick thinking as Salazar runs off with Ashley. Elsewhere, Sadler is unimpressed with Salazar's attempt to kill Leon. Sadler sends in Jack Cruiser. We need more characters, please. An old teammate of Leon's who used to work as a special agent.
You know, I like this because they introduce this dude, but they don't actually tell you anything about him until about 6 years later when they release a sequel game. Let's head down beneath the castle.
Why not?
Leon traverses its catacombs and its mines. He fights...
I feel like that they elaborated it a little bit more in the remake. But I mean, I assume that's because it's like hindsight and they want the characters to be more fleshed out than they were in the original, maybe?
Of hordes of enemies, all infected with a reawakened Las Plagos parasite. After some minecart riding, he escapes the catacombs.
Oh, the minecart. I remember there was an achievement in the remake of trying to get through with the minecart without taking damage, right? And I think there was an achievement for not taking damage during the boat stuff as well. It's annoying.
He heads back up into the castle. Inside, he's greeted by an enormous statue of Ramon Salazar, which chases him.
The statue does?
Yeah, it's a big robot, but it's made of...
Yeah. Feel like, made it this tall for a reason.
stone.
Oh my god.
It's like a golem. Leon outruns the big stone robot and finds the real Salazar, who says that soon Ashley will complete the ritual, which will grant her immense power. So Leon lobs a knife through Salazar's hand, which kind of pisses him off, and Salazar runs away. Leon gives chase, dodging barrels as he ascends the tower. It's like Donkey Kong.
Inside the ritual chamber is Salazar and his bodyguard and an enormous queen plaga, which is attached to the wall. Ah, damn, it seems like Leon is too late, as the ritual has been completed, and Salazar's men have already taken Ashley to another island.
She left with my men to an island.
Salazar has had enough of Leon, and he decides to take care of him personally.
I'm gonna bite your ankles.
Merging with the enormous Queen Plaga and his own bodyguard, Salazar morphs into an enormous monster. Why would anyone agree to merge with
power? You'd merge with your computers if you could. You know you would. You already have, haven't you? Leon dukes it out with the three monsters. Take this, it's a rocket launcher. And he kills them all easily. Down in the docks, Leon finds a boat, captained by Ada. Aye aye, soldier. Ada offers to drive Leon and he takes her up on it.
Need a ride, handsome?
The pair head to the island, which seems to be
Ada Wong?
Yeah, that's the Wong. The island seems to be an old military base, in which the Los Illuminados were creating new bioweapons.
Ada grapples away as they arrive, and Leon is left to hunt for Ashley on his own.
Yeah.
Women. God, I want to grapple hook so badly. Further into the base, Leon radios the helicopter that Hunnigan sent out, telling him of his new location. He also manages to find Ashley again, and together they work to escape.
Teamwork.
You figure someone will hear that, right?
That makes the dream
announce
work.
it to the world.
There's suddenly a letter that Ada wrote, and it details an escape route through a trash chute. The pair stumble upon Sadler, not Adam, who paralyzes Leon immediately using a dominant plaga he controls. The dominant plaga is able to control all of the other plagas, and he stops Leon in his tracks. Sadler also uses his dominant plaga to control Ashley and leads her away. And then as they escape, Leon throws a tracking device on Ashley.
Why didn't you do that before? You said this the whole time. Why not just lob it on her when she ran away the first time?
Meanwhile, Ada and Krauser...
I mean, when did this originally come out? Maybe battery life on trackers weren't a great... Like, maybe the battery life was pretty low, and you had to save it until you actually needed to use it. I don't know.
Meet and talk about keeping tabs on Leon. It's revealed that Krauser is also working for Wesker secretly. And he doesn't trust Ada. But Ada shrugs it off and reminds him that she's known Wesker for much longer. You don't know Wesker.
We were best friends in 3rd grade. So, Leon keeps going further into the base, where he's jumped by Jack Krauser. Hello.
Oh my god.
Remember me?
No.
Krauser revealed he faked his own death 2 years ago, and he was the one that kidnapped Ashley from the USA. Krauser kidnapped her to gain the trust of Sadler and to gain access to the special sample plaga. He also reveals that all of this is to help Umbrella.
All for Umbrella's sake.
No, but they've gone bankrupt. Their stock price is in the toilet.
I would say right now is the best time to invest in Umbrella.
Buy Umbrella coin.
Right.
The pair duke it out and
Wait,
Krauser
what?
overpower.
Umbrella coin? What?
Now is the best time to invest in Umbrella.
Buy Umbrella coin.
Wow, like 0.1%, or no, not 1/10 of a cent. I was trying to say. Sure.
Coin. The pair duke it out and Krauser overpowers Leon. So Jack's holding a blade and suddenly
So
Ada
much,
shoots the blade
quick
out
time.
of his hand. Ada then, having done her small cameo, flees again. Leon makes his way through an extremely complicated laser grid and finds a moment of respite in Sadler's throne.
Well, did the movie get inspired from that scene? Was that why there was a laser scene in the movie? Or when did the movie come out? Actually, I'm like terrible with names and dates. So, if the movie came out earlier before Resident Evil 4 came out, then fair play, I guess. But I remember the laser, unless it was like a different movie in general and not just Resident Evil.
It's such an unnecessary thing. He's like doing all these whack flips in like this laser room, and then suddenly he just sits down on a throne.
The
He's
break is
tired.
short-lived, however, as a fusion of insect-human-lizard thing attacks
Ugh.
Leon, and Leon has to fight it off. Back outside, Leon runs into Krauser again, but shirtless this time. It's time for a
Ooh.
flashbang. Krauser intends to hand Leon and Ada over to Wesker, dead.
Exposition time. So Krauser faked his own death on a mission with Leon when they were in South America, after he lost the use of his arm. Wesker repaired his arm, and he earned Krauser's loyalty. I'll do anything for you. Under Sadler, Krauser gained access to a small amount of the dominant Plaga, and can transform his arm into a big blade. Hoo-yah! After a close
Ooh.
fight, Leon is able to kill the Plaga within Krauser. Finally, after defeating Krauser, Leon is cornered by Sadler's men. Just as all hope seems lost, the rescue chopper appears.
Does someone just ring a bell and all the villagers walk off?
That'd be nice. But no, this time it's a helicopter. He's piloted by
Oh,
a dude
that's
named
like
Mike. I fucking love Mike.
What?
I hope nothing bad ever happens
That's a fully kitted helicopter if I've ever seen one. Got the missiles, the chain
to
gun.
Mike. I love him.
Anyway, the helicopter shows up and it lays waste to the henchmen and
Yeah.
saves Leon. Thank you, helicopter. Then suddenly Sadler fires a rocket into the rescue helicopter and takes Mike down. No,
That was the
Mike.
second
And
one.
also with it,
Or third, I don't
Leon's
know.
hope of escape.
He was 3 days from retirement.
And it was his first day on the job. And it was his daughter's wedding the next day. His one
Right.
payment off the lease of this helicopter. Leon stumbles into Ada again, but the parasite is starting to affect him and he chokes Ada. She doesn't
Oh.
like it very much. She knocks him back and says, you better come to your senses and tell me how to deal with this parasite before it gets any worse. The pair are able to find Ashley and Sadler. While Ada holds off Sadler, Leon escapes with Ashley. Ashley and Leon find a lab and a note left by Lewis
Ooh.
detailing how to remove the parasite. Here
How
it is,
convenient.
the big secret. Why didn't you just tell me? Why did you write out a note? The procedure is painful and risky, but both manage to... But what is the procedure?
They get electrocuted.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not so bad. It's easier than developing a vaccine.
Come here. A little bit closer. Look, technically, that was the first thing we tried.
At first we tried just cranking up the energy on your Wi-Fi router and it didn't do nothing. Now free from the parasite, the two look for an escape. And then Leah finds Ada strung up and
Oh,
unconscious
no.
with Sadler nearby. Sadler tries to control Leon, but it doesn't work. Haha, I am free of the virus or
I have
whatever.
no more egg inside me. I'm yolk free.
And then he frees Ada with nothing to lose. Adam Sandler transforms into his true monstrous self.
Oh,
Leon fends off
no.
the monster atop the military base, and Ada throws him
So,
a
like,
trusty...
I recently read that ever since I saw the trailer for was it Happy Gilmore 2, he's been making a lot of stuff for Netflix, and apparently he is the highest paid actor because of it, which is wild. Like when I think about highest paid actor, I would not have pictured Adam Sandler, but there you go.
rocket launcher, just like in the end of number 2.
Where were you? Keeping that.
That's a good point.
I'll never tell.
Leon destroys Sadler and the dominant Plaga.
Don't be Sadler. Be Hapler.
All that's left is the sample Sadler stole from Lewis.
Ada's gonna
and
steal
as Leon picks it up, Ada presses a gun to his head.
Ada steals the sample and runs off the edge of the platform. She dives into a helicopter that's waiting, and she flies off into the sunset. Bye.
3
As she's
minutes
flying
left.
away, she sets off the island's self-destruct protocol as
Right.
You do, you know, she just has
Right.
it, happens to have it on her. Leon and Ashley, running around, they manage to find a jet ski underneath the base, and they escape just as the island blows up in the background.
Is this
Yeah.
one of the farmer villages' jet skis?
As they're leaving the island and skiing off into the sunset, Ashley offers Leon.
How about we do some overtime?
Isn't she like
No,
16?
no,
Leon
no.
politely declines.
Right.
And the true drive off into the sunset, awkwardly sitting in silence as
I remember, like, was he 16 in the remake? I don't remember, but yeah, it's like, on one hand, you know what year it is, considering that this is a Leon and it takes place after Resident Evil 2 and 3, I guess, but yeah, to start off in a lot of areas that weren't like technologically advanced, because like you got the villages, you got the like, houses in like a rural type area, it is what it is, but then suddenly you get this lab and then like a jet ski.
Ashley's approaches has been rebuked.
Although, President's son-in-law, not a bad deal. I would say that there's 3 things I learned from this game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 1, live. Number 2, laugh.
Laugh.
Number 3,
Laugh. Oh. That was fun. That was a very quick summary too. Apparently he did Resident Evil 5, which is a longer summary, but I don't think I've played much of it. I played some of it, but I played it on PC when Games for Windows Live was a thing, so yeah. I do want to play it again. I think I have it on Steam, but I just haven't played it. But there's too many games for me to play. Yeah, I played the remake. I have not played a lot of the original Resident Evil 4, like I said. Just I was not good at aiming with the controller, so I just wanted to like own it too, because it's a Resident Evil game. Why not? I've heard good things about it back then, but then yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, interesting, very interesting. So some of the stuff I remembered from the remake, some of them I don't. But yeah, the seriousness, because I fully played Resident Evil 2 when it came out on PC. I have the PC version, the Platinum version. So I played that, and that was very tense, and it freaked me out. The remake, I think I laughed more than I was scared, just because I'd grown up and was able to perceive things more versus back when I was a kid, right? So yeah, some of the stuff was just very comical. You had to like really suspend suspend logic a lot, but still not as bad as Final Fantasy VII remake. But I digress. I keep making that example, but it's like, I don't know. It's how developers make it's how they make passages you're not supposed to go to, right? Because like here you have like windows you could theoretically break, but it's like whatever, the door's locked, it is what it is. So you have to find a key and do all that stuff where you can break it down. But in the remake is like there are some paths that were just blocked by a pallet that was laying down. Just one wooden pallet, and I got really annoyed at that for some reason. But it is what it is. That's that. This is about Resident Evil 4. Good video. I think this is the 3rd video on the story mode channel. The first one was the Final Fantasy VII. Then the second one was the I Have No Mouth and I Have to Scream, or I butchered that title. But anyways, hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, thank you for watching and have a nice day.